A very slow market in Sorrento Valley, 92121. Hang out with me and I will show you what's going on. Today is October 23rd, 2024, and this is a 92121 Sorrento Valley real estate market update brought to you by special request. We got a comment just yesterday about, hey, what's going on in 92121 and 92126, which is just adjacent, of course. Now we come around to 92126 about once a month, and it is on deck for next week. So we will be doing Mira Mesa 92126 next week. But for right now, here is your Sorrento Valley real estate market update. And if you're new to this channel, give us a like and subscribe. Let us know where you're watching from, because when you tell us what you want to see, we get it going for you quickly. We want to provide value for you up front so that when it's time for you to do your real estate transaction and you're thinking of which realtor should I contact, remember the realtors that have tried to bring value into your life and provide information and expertise for you up front without asking for anything in return. Now, with that, let's jump right into 92121. Here on the map, you can see Sorrento Valley is just west of Mira Mesa, just east of 805, actually in between 5 and 805 here, down to Miramar Road and east of Genesee. And then, of course, a swath of the Torrey Pines State Reserve, where there are no properties for sale. Now, there's not a ton of housing in 92121. It's a lower activity zip code because it's just not as dense with housing. Lots of industrial parks and businesses in 92121. Biotech, high tech, defense, you name it. This is where a ton of people come to work. And because a lot of people work there, a lot of people would really love to live right near work. There's just not a lot of properties. And there are probably more condominiums than there are detached homes. However, anyway, let's take a look at what we've got here. 20 total properties, which is not a lot. Currently, though, 12 active, only 4 pending. Ouch. This is pretty lopsided here, 3-1. So that means that, 75% of the sellers on the market in 92121 right now are not going under contract within the average market time, because when you look at the number sold in the last 30 days, which is 4, and the number currently pending, which again is 4, that's showing you the level of activity that's kind of going on right now, the demand. And then you've got 12 active listings. Again, this is all just a small amount of activity, but there's not a ton of properties either. So interesting there. And when we zoom out to the longer term trends, looking at the InfoSparks graphic, frankly, in 92121, there's not enough detached home data to really display only detached, which is what I generally do here on this graph. I generally am talking about numbers for detached properties. Although in this case, what I've done is I've combined attached and detached for 92121 and for San Diego County. So we get the median and average numbers for all property types here. So looking at 92121 in January 21, 935,000, that's a median combining attached and detached. So it's an expensive zip code. And then here in April of 22, craziness, 2.142250. A lot of people were moving into San Diego County in 2021 and 2022, and a good number of them were working in this area. So properties were being fiercely fought over and bid up. So there you go, 2.142 million in the spring of 22, down to 760 by March of 23. And these wild swings, again, are mostly due to lack of data points, because when you look at San Diego County, it's a nice, smooth smooth curve. Now, anyway, currently, September 2024, 876 is the median. But look what happens if we if we just go detached only. There is no data for, let's see, March, April, May, June. I mean, there haven't been detached homes sold for a couple of months in this zip code, which is another reason why I had to flip this to all property types in order to get you some data. Anyway, looking at the percent of original list price to final close sale price, there it is again, this April 2022, and look at the percent over asking at that time, 117.7. That is one of the highest numbers that I can recall seeing in any zip code in any of these updates. When we look back at this heightened period of buyer excitement and exuberance, the spring of 2022 is where it was all coming down. That was pretty much the end of the rainbow for sellers in terms of just wild over-the-top pricing. 117.7%, and then all the way down to 93.5% by the fall. So that is quite a swing. We experienced an immense swing in the real estate market between the spring and the fall of 2022, obviously due to interest rates going, higher, much higher than they had been. The low interest rate bonanza was over at this point, all the way down to 93.5% ratio. And then July of 23, it was down to 92.1%. Currently, 98.5%. So those 4 properties that sold in the last 30 days sold for, on average, 98.5% of asking price, which means that those sellers priced right. They priced well to sell. And the other 75% at this point are going to have to do something to move those properties because you've only got 4 selling every month. So in any event, looking at market time, it's up from the low this year, which was in May, 5 days, then up to 13 days, and now September, 28 days on average. So from 5 days to 28 days in just a few months, that is a pretty dramatic increase in average market time. San Diego County currently sitting at 32 days. So that is what's going on in 92121. We hope you like this content. And if you did, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Tell your friends. We love to bring you this information week in and week out. And we'd love to talk to you about your real estate goals as well. So send us a message, give us a call, subscribe, like, share, all of that. We'll be back tomorrow with San Diego Market Watch, everybody's favorite real estate program for San Diego County. And until then, have a great day. Talk to you soon.